You've heard me say this earlier, that this one simple equation is the core of Six Sigma, which is y is the function of x. A scatter diagram is one of the most critical quality tools, which helps us understand the relationship between y, which is dependent on x. On one axis, the scatter diagram will plot the y, and on the other axis, it's going to plot the x. And then we will be able to analyze the relationship between these two variables. Let's understand this with an example. I have this Excel where I've captured the age and the height of an individual, that how the height is increasing depending on the age. Now in this example, we can say that height is our dependent variable and age is an independent variable. The age will still increase. Height will be dependent on how the age is increasing. In order for us to draw a scatter diagram, we need to select the data that we have in Excel. This is an option that says insert a scatter X or Y or bubble chart. And then we can select the scatter diagram, which is the first option. It's going to compare at least two sets of values and it's going to show the relationship between sets of values. There we go. So this is a scatter diagram. To begin with, it may not give us a lot of interpretation. We may not be able to interpret anything to begin with. Let me add a trend line to this. I want the linear, and I also would want to add the equation on the chart, which is the regression equation, which is y is the function of x. So this is the equation that gets created, which is our y is the function of x equation, and I want to add the r squared value on the chart. Now what is this r squared value? This r squared value is the regression equation. It is r square, which is, as per the correlation coefficient, it is the square of r. R is calculated with a simple formula of Corel. If I will type Corel in Excel, and if I will select the first array and the second array, this is the r value, and r square is a simple multiplier of this. If you will notice, the r square value is matching with exactly the value displayed on the equation that it came. With this, what we can conclude is that increase in height is dependent on the increase of age. It has a positive correlation because it's moving towards the positive. Both the bars towards horizontal and vertical axis are moving in the upward direction, and hence we can conclude that it has a positive correlation. Now let me just try and see that if I reverse these numbers, what would be the result would look like. I will just go in the reverse order. We plot another graph. If I were to say that for this graph, Excel has to pick this values. Now see how the graph will get transposed, or rather it will be completely changed. All these dots will start moving towards the bottom. There we go. Now if you can see, by virtue of the positive and the negative correlation, so when the numbers are reversed, it is showing that with an increase in age, the height comes down. And that's how the scatter diagrams are to be interpreted. Let me also help you understand all these views that can come in when you will have different types of numbers that you will plot with your correlation and regression studies. You looked at this perfect positive correlation, and we've looked at this perfect negative correlation in our previous example. Or rather, it was strong to an extent, not a perfect one. These are the examples of weak positive and negative correlation. And when there is no correlation between the two variables, the dots will eventually look like this. Well, I hope this explanation on correlation and understanding the scatter plot has helped you. I thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you once again.